What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Golem Factory, and I've finally recovered from my rage quit, which took a while. You guys are going to notice that these little bros they're doing some stuff. And what we've done is whoops, wrong person. I bought a ton of iron, which I guess you can't see because it's already been processed. I think I bought like 9 stacks of iron. I burned through most of the rest of our quicksilver. You can probably see, yeah, there's a lot of it there. We got some of it here, which I'll pull out. We'll put over here. As you can see, quite a bit of iron, and then he's been putting some over here, so we got quite a bit over here as well. We're just going to sell, or what do you call it, liquidate some of this stuff to get some of our funds back, because we're a little low. It's a bit low, mate. So we gotta fix that. But one of you guys, and unfortunately because I'm an asshole, I don't remember which one of you it was, but one of you guys mentioned on my last video that I should upgrade my chests. Now, as far as I know, upgrading chests is perfectly allowed. I'm sure one of you guys will be like, hi, if it's not. So as far as I know, it's okay to do this. If it's not, well, I don't care. So we'll just put it out there like that. Fuck it, I don't care. So let's go ahead and put our 4 strong boxes in here. And I think I have enough. Well, let's go ahead and clear it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put you in the middle. And I think I have just enough. Yes, just enough for 4. So we'll go ahead and wipe that. All right, so these are going to be our new storage chests, which we're going to use to, store shit. So I'm going to put them right over here. So they're kind of in the way, just as much in the way as is humanly possible. And the storage increase is fairly substantial, as you guys can see right here. So we've gone from 2 lines to 4 lines. So each of these chests has more than, or this whole row of chests has more than that entire bank over there, which is, well, yeah, just barely a little bit more, which is cool. So if I was smart, I'd probably swap out that stuff with this over here, but we're not going to bother with that for now. Now I am going to go ahead and turn these 10 into blocks, mainly just because we've got a shit ton of it. And there's no real penalty for turning it into blocks. And as you can see, it saves a hell of a lot more space. So we've got our 10, which we'll put into here for now. Is there anything else we have a ridiculous amount of that's, useful? We got some copper. Oh, I know we have a lot of ferrous. Where's the rest of the ferrous? I know we have a big O. There it is. I knew you were around somewhere, bro. All right, so we're going to do that with my Titan MC, clicking skills, close that, put you there, and we're gonna do the same thing with copper. And I'm probably over compressing. I mean, we probably won't really have to worry about compressing this much, but it just kind of gets our inventories a little bit nicer. Unfortunately, this pack does not have one of my favorite mods, which is inventory tweaks, which allows you to just basically sort everything with basically the click of a middle mouse button. So I kind of have to just put up with it. It also doesn't have applied energistics, which means my sorting system's going to be kind of ghetto. I'm going to have the ugliest fucking factory on the planet. Just hope you guys understand that. Hope you guys are cool with that, because, well, that's just how it's going to be, whether I want it to or not. I think everything else can just kind of hold for now. Yeah, so these little bros are making us a ridiculous amount of iron, which we will be selling repeatedly until we kind of get back up in funding. And then I'm going to make another crack at the did I actually fix the QDS? I just want to make sure it's actually fixified now. Switch that back over. Shipments, let's open it up. Let's go here to the batteries. And I believe the task is already selected, but we're going to make sure well, can I even do that? Select task. So we're going to switch it. All right, so robust cogs. And then we're going to swap it back to select task. Bam. Batteries. Okay. Now somebody also pointed out, so they're saying these are filled batteries. Now, I don't know if that's accurate. The reason I say I don't know if that's accurate, because we don't have any way to charge them, and we can't get that upgrade. Well, I guess the upgrade is right over here. So the question is, do I actually need to do charged? So there's a real easy way to find out. We just make one. So we're going to make one of the smaller ones real quick, and we're going to test that. Because if so, that's going to slow us down big time because we're going to have to get that whole other bank. So we need to make one leadstone flux capacitor. So let's look that up. I've already, it's been a week since I've been on here. That's how mad I was. All right, leadstone flux capacitor. That should be pretty easy to make right there. So we just need some lead, copper, redstone, and sulfur. So let's come back over here. And I think we've got pretty much all of that. I'll pull one block of copper on the off chance that we don't. Lead, 3 copper. I don't know if that's enough, so we'll go ahead and put you in there. And we'll cycle you, put you up, click, and bada boom. All right, so we're going to find out real quick if they have to be charged or if they don't. And I know this is technically wasteful, and I know some of you are like, no, Pyro, don't. As you guys can see right there, they do not have to be charged. So for the lore bunny who was dropping bombs on me and like, Pyro, you got to charge that shit. Booyah, what's up? So good news is, we don't have to charge them, which means we don't have to spend $300 or whatever, 300 Quicksilver or however you want to call it, on that stuff that I didn't really want to mess with anyway. The bad news is we are still going to have to remake this shit. Now, I know a lot of you guys said, please, Pyro, just created that shit in. I don't know. I know some of you guys are like half and half on the cheating thing. And for the people who want me to just cheat it in, it's not really going to bug you if I don't, if I spend like the extra hour and a half redoing it. For those of you guys who do care, hopefully this will make you happy. So this way, both of you guys don't get pissed off. However, I am going to cut out all of the remaking process. I guess that means that you guys will just have to kind of trust me that I'm not cheating, but hopefully you guys can see that I'm doing this. And then I will do one more thing. One more thing to help prove my case. I will keep all the receipts. So for those of you lore bunnies who are like real hardcore in this shit, you can see where we are at receipts, and I'll show you where the receipts are afterwards. And then you can do the lore bunny math, and then you can decide whether or not I cheated or not. So now I know at least 2 of you are going to be like, even if I don't cheat, you're going to be like, he fucking cheated and he created receipts and he's an asshole and I hate him. It's like, what you're not realizing, Mr. Troll, is Pyro is not smart enough to do the math on the receipts to make sure I had the right amount. So go fuck yourself. Okay? So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get back on this. Going to get this completed, hopefully, for the love of God. And then we will pick up right there. Please stick with me, folks. I did want to show you guys that I've stopped doing just vanilla iron. Reasoning behind it is it just takes forever. I only have one furnace. So my goal at this point is to get the furnace upgrade. Furnace upgrade is, and I just completed this right there. You can see it just untriggered, so I went ahead and did that one because it's easy. I may also do the iron one next, just to kind of have another thing to do. But if we come down here to factory, you can see I'm going to try and get the furnace upgrade. That's going to speed things up a bit. I do have 3 pulverizers. 3 pulverizers can pretty much keep 2 furnaces going full time and then some. Unfortunately, we only have 1 furnace. I technically have the second one up there upstairs, which I've been running back and forth, but running back and forth kind of blows. So let's see what we get in our reward bag. We get a snow golem, really, and let's see what do we get in our new little chest here. Let's slap him down. I am curious to see because I was a little concerned that it might not be worth it, but we did get, what is that? About a stack and 25%. So that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a pretty decent, healthy amount, however you want to look at it. Let's run back upstairs real quick and see what we've got up here. God, this place, I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting a little bit of hitching. I don't know if you guys can even tell, but we're running, it says we're running at 60 FPS, but yeah, if you can see the FPS just drops every time I move. We go from like 50 down to 40, which isn't bad. It's just, the issue is the fluctuation from 60 FPS to like 30 FPS, which is really making things weird. Not only that, but I think it's honestly these walls. I think they kind of make things appear to be chuggish, even though we're not. But it does kind of feel like I'm moving forward, slowing down, moving forward, slowing down, moving forward, slowing down, and it's creeping me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this egg up because I don't really want to mess with it for the moment. We're gonna go ahead and do the other iron repeatable real fast, the anvil one up here. Let me show you guys one more time. and then I'll show you guys once we get this completed. So this will take just a couple minutes. We'll get this knocked out, and then we'll see. Hopefully we're getting a little closer to the furnace upgrade, and once we get a little bit further up, we'll have a little bit more capital, and then we can start buying the stuff we need for the other stupid thing that we've already done. All right, so we've got our anvils. That submits everything. We'll go ahead and claim our new reward. See what we get in our little baggie here. Cinnabar, really? Ugh. Of all things to give me, man. It's like, why you trolling, bro? I don't even understand. All right, so we're now back up to a fairly decent amount. You guys can see right here, we've got a pretty good amount. Also, I do want to point out, if I can get my graphics to work, there you go. You can see our FPS is significantly, you know, for the most part, higher. And you guys may notice a lack of the hitching. I don't know if you guys can tell. I can tell now, but just barely. I switched codecs on DX Story from the one I was using previously to the Lagarith one. I was using DX Story's default codec. Now I'm using Lagarith. That's like geek speak for just a different codec. For those of you guys who know about video encoding and things like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, just let me know if this part of the video from here on seems better or worse than the previous part. And I'm hoping using two different codecs on it isn't going to fuck things up, and knowing my luck, it will. Okay, so we've got plenty of stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade our factory because it just seems to be a smarter thing for me, or for us to do, I believe, because we're going to need the processing power. You can see I've already done, so I only need 180 more. So we're going to go ahead and manual submit that and then claim reward. Let's see what opens up. Are you fucking serious? Such a troll. Because, like, we got what? Well, I mean, technically it is the first one. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Either way, this upgrade right here will allow us to run as fast as we need to for this right over here. So we do still have quite a bit left in our little setup. To go to the next furnace upgrade, we're going to need 350, which I really don't see us needing yet. To go to the next pulverizer one, we're going to need 1,000, which I don't see us needing yet. So pretty much now we just need to get back to working on our little setup over here. So the key thing is we need the netherrack stuff. So let's look at how much the netherrack supply is. I think it's 400. So 400 is, let's see, that's 40. So that's 60. So we need 40. So it's 30. Whoops, yeah, 36. Okay, so that's 100. So that's 200. We do not have enough yet to get that. So if my math's right, and I think it is, that's 100, that's 200, and this is change. So to get this thing, we need 400 for otherworldly exports. So we're basically, we're still in the hole. We're still kind of screwed here. Now, if I hadn't spent that 200 on the furnace upgrade, yeah, I'd have enough. But at that point, we would still be running into the problem of processing juice, so to speak. So our options at this point are kind of twofold. One of the things I would like to finish is the shinies thing here, because this thing paid ridiculously. The other repeatables that we can do, we could always do the cogs again, which we're probably going to be a little light, I think, because that's Tinkers and Envar. Maybe not. I will take a look at this. We can always continuously just pound iron. Now that we have the bandwidth for it, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. The only problem we're going to run into is we're going to need 2 more golems. One to yank out of the depository chest, as I call it, and then one to insert or take out of the new machine. So we will need 2 more golems. If we go, let's see, what are golem costs? Shop. We would need probably 2 more clay golems. Each of those are 100. Now we do have enough for those, so we could get those. Those are easy. But we also need the cores. We need empty cores. And I know we've got some cores, but I don't think either of them are empties. I think they're, yeah, we have fire. Okay, so we have fills, which are nice, but they're not the same as empties. So we're going to need 2 new empty cores. So basically we need 200 for those, and then we need 2 new empty cores, and those are 60. So we need 260 to get that going. Now you'll see, whoops, we're pretty much there. And that would leave us enough to basically process, that'd give us enough to process 3 stacks, which would turn into 6 stacks. So that's probably our best bet right there. That's probably our best bet. We do have enough to turn one more thing in, so I think that's actually what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and manual submit claim reward, manual submit claim reward, and then we're going to come over here to empty. That is 30, manual submit claim reward, manual submit claim reward. And that puts us up pretty much golden, So now we have enough to purchase 3 stacks of iron. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, dump back out, go to iron, manual submit, claim reward, manual submit, claim reward, manual submit, claim reward. And we should be basically broke at this point. That is correct. All right, so I'm going to put 1.5 stacks in this guy, and then we're going to put 1.5 stacks in that guy. I'm ignoring this one for now because he is set to dump into here, and he's our extraneous grinder type bro. So we're going to leave him be. We are going to need a new chest, so I'm going to use one of our bigger chests over here. Actually, no. Yes, we will. So I'm going to use one of our bigger chests. We'll break that. Get in my belly. Get in my belly. And then we're going to bring you over here, and we're going to set him right here. So obviously, we need to completely reset this guy. And then we want to, these are empties right here, as you can see. So we're going to right-click him on there, which is going to deposit him. We're going to give him a empty. So badoo. And then we need our bell, which I think is over, and one of them there chests over here. There it is. Beautiful. All right, wait. Oh, yes. All right, so click you, and then we're going to put you right there. Now, the problem is that's not yet set to receive, so we're going to go ahead and set that up. So now he can put it in there, and he's all happy. He's got a hole he can fill. Isn't that every man's dream? We just want to fill a hole. We just want to make something feel complete. I'm a horrible person, and yes, I know I'm going to hell. All right, so the back one needs to be OJ, and then we need to give him his proper core. All right. And then we click on him, and then we'll click on you. And there we go. And now we have 2 more happy bros. 2 more very, very happy bros. And if we come over here and we click on you, you can see they're basically keeping up now. Now, part of the reason of that is because this dude right here isn't doing anything. Or, sorry, this dude isn't doing anything. So we're going to click on him, and you can see he pulls out of, wait, yeah, okay. You can see he pulls out of that. So we're going to go ahead and break off of you, and we're going to put you back there. So now we can go full-blown 3 cores. So let me go ahead and shipments, open, bam, manual submit, claim reward. That gives us enough for, I believe, 1 more stack of iron. I don't think we have, oh, we do. Hells yeah, manual submit, claim reward. That's going to give us enough for 3 more. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Go back to shop, open, manual submit, claim reward, manual submit, claim reward, manual submit, claim reward, boom. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead, if it'll let me, we'll put 2 in here, and then we're going to divide this between oh shit, I fucked that up actually. I fucked that up. Pull you out. We'll leave 1/2 stack in there. I always got these confused, but this one right here is the one that was going into the spare chest. So now we have 3 pulverizers working. Now, each of these right here, if I remember correctly, each of these can handle 2 pulverizers. So technically we're now processing, we're smelting faster than we're grinding, which is always better than grinding faster than you're smelting, because then you build up this backlog. So with this setup here, we're going to be able to process a little bit quicker. With all these golems, we should be getting to the point where we're catching up. As you guys could tell, you know, that little screw up with the QDS was quite a step back. You know, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of quicksilver, and it's going to take a little while to get back to it. So I think what we'll probably do in the next episode is we'll probably try and knock this special request out here. It just needs 2 shiny blocks, which is 18, whereas this needed 30. So it's a little bit of a drop. So that should make things a little bit easier. We do already have 5 of them, So out of 18, that means we only need 13 more. So to get this, we just need to get some of this out of ferrous metal. So we basically need some more ferrous. So to get ferrous, let's get back over to the shop, open up. That's going to be the alloy packs, and the alloy packs run at 50 a piece. So I will probably do some more ferrous for a couple reasons. One, we turn that in, and I'm hoping for a big payday. Two, it'll knock out the final special recipe that we have, or special shipment that we have to clear that out. And you know, I just like getting that off my little thing. Plus, I think it might even open up another quest. Well, apparently it will not. Either way, it'll get it off our list. But it'll also give us plenty of ferrous, which we can then use to make Envar, which we can then use to upgrade our chests, should we feel the need. And, you know, it'll get us a little bit closer to getting back to the battery. So I do apologize that we weren't able to get the batteries done today. I know some of you guys will probably freak out a little bit that we're kind of repeating stuff. Just ask you, bear with me. We'll get back there. Promise. I figured this was a much better way than cheating. Some of you may disagree. Some of you agree. Let me know in the comment section. I always like hearing input from you guys. Anyways, hopefully you guys still like this video. If you did, slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.